I am Blake Beams, and joining me right now is JHS ROTC Colonel Benning. And now here you are, Colonel Benning. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, well, I just got a few questions for you. It's a pleasure to interview you. I hope you're enjoying the game so far.
Oh, really enjoying the game. You know, we've been coming to the Jeff High games for quite some time. When we first got here, our son played for Jeff High basketball back in 2014 and 2015. So we enjoy getting out here to the games and continue to do that in support of the team. And then our cadets do a lot to support the game.
Yeah, and the cadets, you know, you run the ROTC program here, Colonel Benning.
Yeah.
And I kind of got a few questions for that, but first I just want to say, thank you for doing it, and I admire what you guys do here. Like, seriously, I was in band. I've been down that hallway, I've been down the dressing room, and you guys are so, remote away from the school, and you guys still manage to be one of the best ROTC programs really in the country.
Yeah, so we've got a great program. The cadets are fantastic, and we've had a lot of success this year, and even last year too. So this fall, our PT team, for instance, participated in a number of athletic events, and we had 4 different events that we went to. The cadets finished first in 2 of those, second in 2 other. Our drill team's been doing fantastic. We had at the end of last year, or at the end of our competition last year, we finished first in one of our events, and then this fall we had a drill meet over at Floyd Central,
right.
Which is a naval JROTC, but our color guard, our competition color guard, finished first, which was a big deal for them to be able to do that at a naval event. And then our really highlight of the year was our academic bowl team. And our academic bowl team at the end of last year qualified for finals. So there was about 470 teams that competed nationwide. The top 15 got a trip to DC, so we qualified for one of the top 15. And then at the competition this summer, they finished 3rd overall. So that was just a fantastic achievement for them. They're again competing now. In a few more weeks, we'll do our second round for this year. We do have a much younger team this year than we did last year, but we've got high hopes for it.
And so you mentioned the academic bowl especially.
Right.
You mentioned the athletics as well. I'm not very aware of the ROTC program. I'm not quite sure what you guys do at those events, how you guys do, what really is that? And do you
Sure.
believe your program is just at the top level they can be?
Right. So what part of us is just like any other elective class. So the cadets come, take our class, and part of it is leadership, learning how to wear the uniform. Some is learning about aerospace and what the Air Force is about. And then in addition, we do PT on Fridays, which is like gym class. So
I see you guys down there.
so they can get their gym credit by just taking our class. And then we do tons of things after school. So we have 11 different extracurricular activities. And some, as I mentioned, the drill team, the PT team, academic bowl, but color guard. So you'll see our color guard at every home basketball game, every home football game. So that's a group that comes and practice on a weekly basis. We raise the flag at the front of Jeff on Mondays. We take it down on Fridays. We do the pledge in the morning. We work the basketball games and the football games. We do tons of stuff for the community also. So especially around Memorial Day, Veterans Day, there's a variety of things that we'll do, whether it's color guards, where on Veterans Day we do a 9-mile hike in remembrance of the veterans, and we do that with both the Naval JROTCs over in New Albany and Floyd. And we go to the National Cemetery over in New Albany. And so that's just to show the respect for our veterans for that. In addition, we'll go out and feed the needy in Jeffersonville. We'll go make a meal and feed those that are in need. In the springtime, we do another 14-mile hike, and this is in remembrance of World War II and the Bataan Death March. So our cadets, through that, can earn a ribbon. But it's only really the best of the best are going to go to that, because 14 miles in about 4.5 hours, it takes individuals to be in good shape to do that.
Yeah, I've walked a 5K once. It took me about 3 hours.
Sure.
So I'm really not cut for that sort of build. And You know, you mentioned you guys get PE credits, and I was kind of thinking to the back of my head, well, of course you guys do. I see you guys everywhere, and you guys are always going and going and going and doing I think personally, the hardest possible work that you can do here at Jeffersonville.
No, I'm sorry, say that again.
You're doing the most work and like hardest and most demanding work at Jeffersonville out of any other program.
Yeah, the cadets really step up and work hard at the program and for what they're doing, whether it's community service, in the extracurricular activities that we have. And there's no military obligation by being part of our program. Some of the cadets will go on to the military. We had one just this week graduate from basic training. So very excited for her. So she was a graduate from last year, and she's going to go on to security forces training. And then just recently this year, what we just found out, we've got a senior cadet, Cadet Daniel Pryor, who was our cadet corps commander. And he's been fantastic in our program. He's been in our program for 4 years. Every year he's been one of my top 3 cadets as far as community service hours. And this past year, he basically was running the program. He was able to get selected for a ROTC scholarship.
I actually heard about that.
So how this worked is nationwide there's 125,000 JROTC cadets. 400 applied for this particular scholarship. He was one of 100 that received it. In order to do that, you got to have a great PT score, which is push-ups, sit-ups, and a mile run. You got to be active in ROTC, have good grades, and a good ACT score. And this scholarship, I think what Daniel's doing is planning to go over to University of Louisville and major in engineering. But this scholarship's going to be worth almost $100,000. It's going to pay for tuition and fees. It's going to pay for his room, and then he'll get a monthly stipend from the Air Force in addition to taking care of his books. When he's done, he'll owe 4 years into the Air Force, so he'll get commissioned in the Air Force. But it's just a fantastic thing. It's something new that's happened, and we're very honored to be able to get a cadet from Jeff High to get selected for one of these scholarships.
Yeah, I've known Daniel for a few years, actually. You know what I mean? And he's always been hardworking. I had chemistry with him last year. You know, him and I both struggled all the way through that, but we all got through.
Sure.
And we passed with flying colors. He's always had the dedication. He's always had the work. He's always known how to, kind of move around the way. So do you think that kind of process you installed at Jeffersonville is he a product of that, or is he just adding on to it?
He's adding on to it. Daniel, very special cadet. He was part of that academic bowl team that went and finished third in the nation in addition to it. But he's worked very hard, and so very, very deserving of this. But this is what a lot of our cadets will do, is we've got individuals that'll come in their freshman year, be real shy, not sure what they're wanting to do, and then 4 years later they're running things.
Right.
And so I've had so many parents tell us how we've changed individual lives and cadets' lives, because what they've done, they're a totally different student than they were freshman year than senior year, and we give them so many opportunities to lead and to work as a team that they can take on, whether they're going to college, they're going into the military, or just into the workforce after graduation.
Well, our time's unfortunately winding down, but I have one more question for you. You've had such a great program here at Jeffersonville for all these years. As you mentioned, even your kids went here from 2014, 2015, around that era. So what would you give to any future cadets that might want to, take place in this ROTC program?
Yeah, we would love more cadets to come out. We really have something to offer for everyone. So if you like to work out and you want to be part of our PT team, or you have the discipline to be part of our drill or color guard team, you can. We do model rocketry. We do a lot of field trips oriented towards the science and technology. And so that's what we're doing. The next couple of weeks is recruiting those 8th graders to come out and join our program next year.
All righty, Colonel Benning, thank you for joining me.
Absolutely.
I was Blake Beams. It was a pleasure to meet you as well. I hope to have you again soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the game.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.